Hey y'all, it's me again. I'm gonna be reading from my 1900 book, okay? I'm gonna be continuing, Family pressures lead to mill work. Given the laxity of enforcement, mill owners could essentially set their own policies according to individual concerts or the bottom line of profit and loss. Ali Smith provided a child's eye view of the confusion that often resulted. Shortly after Ali's birth, her family moved to Saxapaha. I think that's how you say it. Comment down below if you know how to say the name of that town. A community in Almanas County on the Haw River. By the time they left for Carborough in neighboring Orange County when Ali was 11, she knew how to spin from having helped an older sister. But Julian Shakespeare Carr, owner of the Carborough Mill, believed that millmen should voluntarily avoid child labor in order to stave off government interference. When we moved to Carborough, Ali recalled, I thought I could go in and help her. And I did, but Mr. Carr owned his cotton mill and I hadn't been over here long when he came over and said I couldn't come in and help. I would have to be on the payroll, so they put me on the payroll. And I worked there, I don't know how long, several months. And they said I couldn't work unless my father signed me up for being 12 years old. Well, he wouldn't do it. He said he didn't want me to work. They put me out and wouldn't let me work. And then when I got to be 12, I went in and went to work. Playing and helping could thus straight into full-time work, but getting that first official full-time job was a major turning point. Managers, parents, and children themselves influenced the decision. Occasionally, mills openly dictated the age at which a child had to begin work. In 1904, the owners of a South Carolina mill mandated that all children and members of a family above 12 years of age shall work in the mill and shall not be excused from service therein without the consent of the superintendent for good cause. Whatever that good cause was. More often, pressure came from supervisors who were personally responsible for keeping a quota of workers on hand. Jessie Lee Carter was born in 1905 when her family left their Tennessee farm for the Brandon Mill in Greenville. 6 of her older brothers and sisters went to work right away. 8 years later, Jessie joined them. When I got 12 years old, my uncle, who was a second hand in the spinning room, came to my daddy, and Daddy let me quit school and go to work. During slack times, children like Jessie Lee could be sent back to school, then called in again when the need arose. For a large family with many mouths to feed, outside pressure was often unnecessary. Leela Rayner's parents took her out of school when she was 12 and sent her to the mill. Mom thought it was time. They thought maybe it would help him out, They was making such a little bit, and they thought the little bit I made would help. Lacey Wright's father asked him to quit school when he restruck, as his 2 oldest sisters had married, and Lacey's father could not support the family on $1.25 a day. Damn. Other children realized the importance of their labor to the family's well-being and took it upon themselves to get a job. This was particularly true in families where the father was dead or disabled. Grover Hardin, for example, dropped out of school after the 2nd grade. I started out in the mill. The main reason, to help my mother. She wanted me to go to school until I got in the 5th grade. I told her, you need the help worse than I need the education. Because I could get it later on, or I could do it without it. And so I went to work as quick as I possibly could. I started in as a sweeper. Please comment, rate, and subscribe down below, okay? And if you're on TikTok, please follow me. I already got so many likes. I need more followers than likes right now. I need both, but right now I need more followers, okay? And I'm selling stuff on eBay and Mercari, so if you want my username for both of those places, please comment down below, okay? Bye.